Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to simplify algebra problems, and not algebra problems, integer problems. Now, what I want you to think of is when you simplify something, you make it shorter. So that's what we're going to do. So if we start off with a question that looks like this, so it's -6, take +4. Now, the one thing that I want you to notice straight away is this. Can you see that there's a negative and a positive right next to each other? We can't have that. We can only have one sign. So we've got to take those two signs and we've got to say, well, which one is going to stay? And that will become one sign. Okay, so those two will become one. Now, this is something that's very important. Write it down. Make sure you have it close to you when you're working so that you know what to do. So, this is what you need to know. So, a plus, which is a positive, and a positive next to one another will give you a positive. So if they're the same, they give you a positive, okay? A negative and a negative give you a positive. So two negatives next to each other give you a positive. So in your head you can say, well, if they're the same, they give me a positive. If they're the same, they give me a positive. And what you could say is, if they agree, they're happy, so they're positive. If they agree, they're happy, so they're positive. If they disagree, so if we've got a negative and a positive, it's negative. And if they're different, it's a negative. Okay? Now, this is important. Write it down so that you know. So if we had to look at the case above, -6, and it's got a take and it's got a positive. Okay? So it's got a positive and a negative right next to it. Look at your table. What happens? A positive and a negative are different. So therefore, it's a negative experience, we could say. So it becomes a take. So the question becomes -6, take 4. Let's just try one more. Let's move all of this up here. One more. Let's do +5. Take -8. Now, what did we say? Look at your notes. If we've got a negative and a negative next to each other, they're the same, so it becomes a positive. So it'll be 5 or +5 plus 8. And you can answer that. So I want you to go and do the first part of that section, please.